Okay, welcome, welcome. Today I just want to talk about honesty and integrity and everything else and present something about myself that you don't know. And I think that sometimes we need to just be real in life. I think life is very brief. A lot of people tend to hold the cards and present a certain image without really exposing who they really are. And since still in 2017 and I've been committed to doing these videos, I want to present myself in a real light, because if you ever know me, you know that I'm all about being real, straight up. If you're not liking what I'm saying, I always believe leave. If you're a friend or whatever it is, and I'm just about being authentic. Beg your pardon. That being said, this video is about me kind of really being naked again. Somebody asked me, in the comment, and somebody asked me prior about my business, what it is that I do. What is it that I do in terms of money? What qualifies me to give advice? And people want to see credentials. I'm not all about credentials, because I believe that you can learn the wisest thing from the strangest places. But because I got asked about my business, I thought it's only wise that I give it. And because we're at the end of the year, we're at the end of 2017, I want to give a perspective of what it's like to be in business sometimes. So, a little bit about me. I'm just going to, now, this is not the story of my life. I'm just going to give my business angle here. One day I'll tell you all about everything else about me. But for now, I want to talk about this year in terms about me in terms of business. I got a company to which I oversee, and our company is we're involved in furniture building. And that side of things is called Indulge Concepts and Designs, and we build furniture for stores and for homes and whatnot. And I love because it's creative. And another side of things is we actually we involved in the food business. We got cafes, and we involved in setting up, operations and putting management systems in place. I love that because it's more like the creativity comes from picking the location and picking the staff and designing the menu. That's where the creativity comes from. I see business as a creative platform. So I always describe myself as a creative. I don't get caught up, of course, I just see it as a solution, and I think the best solutions are creative solutions. You don't just go regimented like in an accounting format. I respect accounting because I got good accountants. They may not be rude and be disrespectful to accountants because they play an amazing role. But I don't see it very regimented like in that sense. I see it as a business as a creative platform. The people that are most creative will create amazing things. Look at GoPro, the camera. That's a creative solution. You want to have extreme sports and still have and the footage. So that's amazing. So part of the angle of my the other side of my company is the food business. And the other side is my background is fashion, and I refuse to let anything go. So I still design. I still design. I've been doing one-off pieces and one here from time to time. So I'm still designing. We're taking commission work and everything else. We'd like to put together a better website than what we currently have, just to promote more of a range. But so far, we're just taking, I'm doing one-off pieces. And the other thing that we actually do is basically promote up-and-coming designers, up-and-coming artists, and up-and-coming musicians. So that's another arm of my business. So this is just an overall platform of my company. Now, 2017, because I said this is a bit of an expose, a little bit of a naked thing. 2017 was good and bad. I made a lot of decisions sometimes that were not the best. We lost a lot of money. There's certain things I should have cut off earlier, but I didn't because maybe pride or whatever it is, because I had a lot of faith. So we lost a lot of money. And for that reason, of course, we went from 6 staff. This is in the restaurant game, 6 full-time staff, to losing a whole lot, to go to like 3 staff and everything else. That's never pleasant for anybody hiring people, to be honest. If you've ever been in the position of hiring and firing, you realize that it's not the most pleasant place to be in. But the point is, I wanted to make it clear that my company made a decent amount of money. Yet all I did in 2017 is pay bills. And that's what can happen in business. So you're looking good on paper. You got, this business going on and you got that business going on, you're making money, but you yourself, you just okay. And that's one thing. If I could change one thing in 2018 is that. So we're going to restructure our company to make sure that every arm that we're working with is making money. There's no point in having this company that does this and does that, and it looks fabulous, and you look good, and you get invited to these wonderful things when you ain't making money because you got to eat. The bread has to come from somewhere. So one thing I learned is, yeah, sure. If I was to sum up 2017, is I paid my bills. And that's not exactly the best thing, but if, as far as everybody got paid, the tax man got paid, my staff got paid, nobody was unhappy. Everybody got paid. But I ain't get paid, so I was running the show. I was managing the show and everything and make sure everybody was happy. So this is not about me belittling our abilities or dissing ourselves or whatever it is you might call it. I believe that you got to be honest sometimes on this video because I want to give people real information. So we made money, yes, but I was just paying bills to everybody else because that's what happens sometimes when your overheads are high and you got a whole lot of staff going on and everything else. And this is a note to those who want to be in business, especially when you got bricks and mortar. It's important that you do your math because you may find yourself just getting by, and I hope that's not the case. So of course, that means 2018, I need to do things differently. But I wanted to highlight the fact that, yeah, of course, I like what we do in our company. I love the fact that we're multifaceted. I think, it's good. I don't believe, I couldn't live in a reality where every day you just this, you're just a fashion designer. You're just cutting fabric, putting together patterns and doing samples and then doing production. It's not fun. A life of a fashion designer is not that glamorous because the production aspect is not. Of course, you want to go, some people go offshore and produce and everything else, but the reality is that it's not that glamorous, and I couldn't do that on a regular basis. So I diversified myself. I'm involved in food, I'm involved in music, I'm involved in promotions, I'm involved a little bit, but the most important thing is 2017 was a reflection of perhaps doing too much and just looking at what worked and what didn't work, and then going there, especially when I can sum it up. And all I'm saying is we pay bills. For me, I felt like everybody just got paid. I think that's really important that you get paid too. So 2018 for me is about really making sure that the company works well in terms of what we involve ourselves in. And at the end of the year, I want to not just even at the end of the year, but regulate and monitor and make sure that we're good. The purpose of this video is to give you a reality, a real view into my business, a real view into a little bit of me in terms of that angle of business. Instead of painting this glorified image of anything, I don't believe in that. I want to hear some people who are in business. I want to hear your views, how you did. Did you win? And winning, in business, winning is about making money. So did you win? What would you do? What would you do different? If you could give some advice, what would it be? I want to hear all of that. But yeah, 2017 is done now. I learned a lot. We're restructuring and we're gonna reassess and everything else. But so far, everything. My company still remains something that does different things. I just like it that way, and we got good people. So anyway, feedback, words of advice. I like to hear your views. Let's get the discussion started. You know what it is. Thank you so much for your time.